folk a long time. And what you will discover about church folk is they are with you today.
All right.
And I guess y'all don't know nothing about church folk. And they're not with you tomorrow. You know, they're like the rain. Sometimes they're on, and then sometimes they're off. But I come to tell the preacher, no matter what they display to you, there is nothing that you can't handle. I told y'all, if y'all talk to me, I'll go ahead and go up the road. I come to remind you that God is your strength. You're not doing it on your own. See, because if you were doing it on your own, you would have gave up a long time to keep. That's why the old deacons used to say, a charge to keep I have, and the God to glorify. Because life can get you and hit you hard. Sometimes life can knock you through your knees. But I dare you just nudge on your neighbor and tell them that the bald-headed preacher said that there is nothing that you can't handle. Hear what Paul pens. Paul rings it out for every believer. And he tells them that I can do all things. Now, it would have been one thing if Paul would have said some things. It would have been even odd if he would have said most things. But oh, here Paul says, I can do all things. Oh, yes, he tells you, in other words, you got what it takes. Oh, yeah, I know I got some Chevrolet fans in here and some Toyota fans, but I like Ford. Because in the Ford commercial, it takes the Ford all through the mountains. It takes it all through the valley. It makes the Ford, I ain't talking about your truck, talking about Ford. It makes it bounce up and down because it says that it's built Ford tough. And I come to tell y'all as I get ready to hasten to the close that some of y'all in here been facing some dark days. Some of y'all been dealing with some lonely nights. But I come to tell you that there is nothing that you cannot handle. Hear what Paul says. Paul says, it don't matter where I'm up. It don't matter where I'm down. He says, I've learned in all ways to be content. Because if you learn how to be content, then you can have contentment in everything. Or let me talk to you. It doesn't matter if you eat Vitamin sausage and hoop cheese. You just learn how to be content. It don't matter whether you eat fried bologna with some of that welfare cheese. You learn how to be content. Yes, I've learned how to be content in that. Because if you learn how to be content in your low days, when you get to your high days, you ain't gonna get all bougie and stuck on yourself. Oh, y'all know how we do when we were living in the projects. Had plenty of roaches. We knew how to be content. But now that we got the house in the hill, oh, we done lost it now. Oh, you know, we used to be in the church every Sunday. But now we got us a new car. And now on Sunday, we washing our car. But I come to tell you, you got to learn how to be content. Come talk to me, David. David said, Lord is my life and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? When the wicked and my enemies come against me, in my flesh, they suffer and fail. Can you shout yes? Shout yes. I don't need to be
So I got to take my time and take my mind to what God has to say concerning me. I got to take my time and take my mind to God's thoughts concerning me. What does the Lord think about me?